Today, I'm going to be building Ninjago minifigures that LEGO just refuses to make. Minifigures like Evil Cole, Administration J, Cole's mom, and many more. Let's get in it. We're gonna start off with a real Zinger. This guy literally has the elemental power of Zing and Shock. Now in Dragon's Rising, Jay turned evil, but as of now, we have yet to have an answer of why. There's some speculation, but nothing confirmed in terms of the show. And Jay basically became a secret agent, and he got really cool to say the least. So I just grabbed Jay like he would normally be, and I used his head from the new Rogue figure, which looks awesome because he's just mad. Then I stole all of his clothes and redressed him in nice suit pants and a tux. He can also wear sunglasses if he wants, because he's that chill. I also gave him a little blaster and a video game piece, just like the one he has in the show. And now that I have this guy in my life, things are gonna get exponentially better. Hopefully. I'm gonna give this guy a 55 out of 100. LEGO made one of the Ninja evil, and this minifigure is straight gas, so I want to make my own. Cole was low-key just being a chill guy one day until Roz devises a plan seeking to gain more force. What is his plan for recruiting Cole? Slipping him a refreshing drugged beverage by using a mega fan of Cole so he wouldn't be suspicious. But this is a mind-erasing beverage. So Frack pours 2 cups of this delicious beverage for both himself and for Cole. Frack acts like he drinks it, but he actually didn't. Cole, not noticing a thing, gulps it all down. And he wakes up to being told a bunch of false propaganda from Roz. His new purpose? To destroy the ninja. To build this Evil Cole minifigure, I wanted to maintain a consistency to the Evil J figure in some ways, so I used his normal Dragon's Rising legs. Then for the torso, I stole one from the Dragon Power Cole. I used the same armor piece, head, and hood piece as J. Then I made him his own special scythe. I'm gonna give Evil Cole a 65. Twitchy Tim is an amazing character. See, before Dragon's Rising, there was just no hairpiece that would work for him, unless you customized one by painting it. But now, with the introduction of the new Zinger minifigure, this glorious character can finally have his chance to shine. He deserves so much more than just lettered or unlettered. He deserves the world. This guy helped the ninja hide in his shop, even though they were literally fugitives of the law. Okay, maybe that's not such a good thing. Let's not be like Twitchy. We like not being in prison. Trust me. It's rough. To create this beautiful specimen of a man, I started by grabbing some slightly green tinted legs, because that's the closest thing I could find to match his appearance. But then bro needed a shirt. So I used Clutch Power shirt and recolored the arms to tan to match the actual shirt he has from the show. I then grabbed the closest head that I could find in my collection, which is actually creepily close. The only problem with it is that the eyebrows are just a little dark, but it works perfectly fine. And then after he grew out his luscious locks and being given a lightning accessory, because he's always getting zapped, this guy is now fully ready to hide some fugitives. I mean, lettered or unlettered? I'm gonna give this Twitchy Tim minifigure a 60. Editor's note, so LEGO has since released an official Twitchy Tim minifigure, so this custom is somewhat worthless now. Racer 7 is a character that appeared in a season of Ninjago that almost seems like it's not even real life, because it's a video game, not real life. Seriously, laugh at my joke. She was originally an NPC, non-playable character, but after a little pep talk from Mohawk Lloyd, she broke her programming in order to aid the ninja in winning the Turbo 5 billion. Cole and Kai got cute. And if you're thinking something like, JWX Bricks, LEGO has made a Racer 7 minifigure in the City Market set. To that, I have 2 things to say. 1, get a life. And 2, that minifigure looks nothing like a Racer 7. To piece this minifigure together, I took her head and hair. The torso, in my opinion, is insanely close to the real one. And then I added a red scarf. And after stealing Lloyd's tournament legs, I had her fully complete Racer 7. Now all she needs is a car. Some of the most epic Ninjago minifigures that LEGO has made are the Dragon Form minifigures from Crystallize. These guys look amazing, and while some of them are obviously better than others, they are all so cool. But there's a problem, because LEGO only made these forms for the 4 original Ninja, which means neither Lloyd or Nia got one. I think it's time to fix that. So starting with Lloyd's Dragon Form, I went with the body from his Oni figure because the gold looks really good and dragon-like already. I added Jay's wings because they have a yellow tint to them, which matches perfectly with the rest of the minifigure. For the head, I used the standard Dragon Power headpiece that I stole from this Spinjitzu Lloyd and slammed that boy on the body. Then I obviously used Jay's mask, and with that, this minifigure was complete.
Fly, butterfly! Flight.
But Lloyd's minifigure was just the beginning, because Nia's was so much harder. So to build her, I started with the legs from her water form in Seabound, when she sacrificed herself to save Jay from drowning. What a Chad. Her torso is one from the Spinner set. The minifigure that they used it on is honestly as ugly as it could possibly be, but for my Dragon Power Nia, it works perfectly. And I think the choice was obvious in choosing Zane's wings, as they are the perfect color for Nia's color scheme. I grabbed my Dragon's Rising Nia, and after a quick beheading, I had about the best thing I could get. And again, I used Zane's hood for her. And after I had given Lloyd his sword and Nia her spear, these minifigures were complete. I'm gonna give Lloyd a 73 and Nia a 50, both obviously out of 100. Prime Empire. We've already done a figure from this season, but since this is one of the greatest seasons of Ninjago ever, I had to make another one. This season gave us a red sushi set, rats, robots, 40-year-old homeless dudes, and a confused kid that's also an evil video game overlord. And the ninja figures are the best ones, hands down. But we never got a Digi Zane figure. If we look at the Prime Empire minifigures, there's quite a few aspects to it. But the one that sticks out the most to me is all the little circles across their body. So I have an idea for that. I'm gonna grab the Legacy Zane from the Legacy Possession mech set, and if you notice, he's got a circle slapped dead center, and I'm gonna get the same legs from him too. I went and selected some Prime Empire armor and a Digi head as well, and I finally picked Nia's hood piece. Zane then decided to buy some katanas for a pretty good price for his own safety, loaded in some lives, and he was fully ready to play out his video game-like fantasy. It's honestly sad that we didn't ever get an official minifigure. I started by doing the outline, and after choosing his colors and designing him, this is what I came up with. I think it would have fit perfectly into the lineup. I'm gonna give Digi Zane a 79 out of 100. One of the best new characters in Ninjago is Frack. He's a Serpentine ninja fan that also has the elemental power of Quake. I know it sounds made up, but just roll with it. He's evil. And by evil, I mean that his master is Lord Ross, who seems to be everywhere around Ninjago, somehow. First Jay and now Frack, he's good. But LEGO hasn't made this guy yet. I'm sure they'll make him eventually. But until that day comes, it's our job. Now this minifigure is fairly easy to make, because he's just got both the legs and torso from Jordana. And then I'm gonna switch the shoulder pads out for these sharper and more importantly, thinner ones. I grabbed a head from the core snake, and there we have it. But I also want to make the ninja variant of him. So I started off trying to find a torso that looks somewhat like this one. I ended up with this ghosts, and then I made the hands orange. I finished off this ninja by using Cole's Legacy Tournament legs. I'm sure that LEGO is gonna make this guy eventually, but this will work until then. I'm gonna give Evil Frack a 75, and Ninja Frack an 80. Because there's ninja, it's safe to assume that they have parents. And the only parents that LEGO has ever made are Jay's parents, Lloyd's parents, and Kai and Nia's parents. But there's more ninja than just those 4. Some of these parents play a pretty big role in the show as well. I mean, Jay's real mom was the elemental master of lightning, Cole's mom was the hero of Shintaro, and Cole's dad, well, Cole's dad could dance. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Cole's parents, specifically his mom. We don't really see much of her in that season, so what she looks like is kind of left to viewer interpretation. So for her legs, I'm gonna use Island Cole's, arguably the best Cole figure ever, along with his torso from the first season of Dragon's Rising. I like how these two pieces go together seamlessly, and it's how I'd imagine Cole's mom to kind of look. I then grabbed an armor piece from the Season 11 J figure, and after that I gave her her face and her hood. And I finally gave her the Blades of Deliverance, and she was ready to go take down Grief Brain. Again, Jay's mom is one that I really enjoyed making. She's a character that only appeared in one episode of the show, and she's a pretty simple character to do as well. I grabbed both the legs and torso from Jay's Hands of Time suit, and then I gave her a head with a mad expression. For her hair, I chose a long blonde hair, and she was ready. Now both Jay's dad and Cole's dad are figures that I've already done before, and to build them is pretty simple, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna give Cole's mom a 90, Cole's dad an 85, Jay's mom a 90, and finally Jay's dad a 95. Time to speedrun 3 bonus characters that I didn't think deserved their own chapter. Antonia has appeared in a couple seasons, most recently Crystallized. She's kinda cool. She has red hair. Fun. To build her, grab this torso from a city figure, these dual molded legs right from the mechanic, a girl head, and then grab this reddish hair piece. Then I gave her a bike. The Commissioner is an awesome character that's been around for years at this point. And to build him, I grabbed plain black legs, this police torso with a badge and coat, a head with a mustache, and finally a police hat. Legend says he's still painting the boat and using tasers. And finally, for the last character, Dead Lloyd. Remind me in the comments of more characters that LEGO won't make for Ninjago. And always remember that Jesus loves you more than you could ever imagine, and that he wants a relationship with you.